Hey everybody, today it's a cold and rainy day and I thought I was gonna, make a little video for you guys showing how I make some chicken and dumplings. First thing is, if you hear anything in the background, that's my 1-year-old. Second thing is, you want to start out using some dark meat. I've got some chicken thighs here. If you have drumsticks or anything like that, that's great, but dark meat makes the best chicken stock or broth. I usually get a 2-pack of this in a 24-ounce form, and it was almost a little bit too much, but I made it work. But now they've come out with just a little bit less, so I'm using this, or whatever kind of dumpling that you like. You're gonna need some chicken broth. So I use some cream of celery and some cream of chicken, just a little bit of butter. I actually use a bouillon cube just for some extra flavor. I put it in with this when it's boiling. Some pepper, some poultry seasoning, some basil, and I have some random, my camera won't focus, random seasonings that's, got a little bit of everything in it. Onion powder, parsley, and oregano. So what I'm going to do first is get this in my pot, cover it with some water, add some seasonings. I'm also going to use some salt. I didn't show that, but I do put some salt in there. And if you have onion or anything like that, or fresh celery, you can put that in your broth as well. And I mean, the more flavor, the better. I mean, this is almost the way you could get started making a good chicken noodle soup if you wanted to. So I'm going to get this going, and I'll be back and show you where we're at. Okay, y'all, I went ahead and put all my seasonings in there after I layered my chicken. I peeled my bouillon cube wrapper off and stuck it in there. When it comes to putting your seasonings in, I just kind of eyeball it. There's really no right or wrong way to do it. Just shake what amount you think looks right to you. And then the next thing you're going to do is add your water. So I'll show you how I kind of get it to looking. I kind of pour some over there. I mean, you can take this to the sink, obviously. I'm just, for video and purposes, doing it like this. And I basically kind of fill it all the way up to those little screws right there on the side of the pot. There you can see them. So this is like a Dutch oven size pot. And the trick to not letting your broth escape out of the pot is cover it with a lid, y'all. So you're going to cook this on, well, you're going to get it to come to a boil first, and then once you do that, just bring it down to like a medium, maybe low, depending on your stove, a simmer. So and then once it starts getting a good bubble, I mean, it won't boil over this. And you'll do that probably at least 35-40 minutes until the chicken is done. And then what you do after that is you'll pull the chicken out and place it on a plate to cool. And that's when I usually go ahead and break up the dumplings. I kind of like doing them in bite-sized pieces, and then I usually have some small ones also too. But after those are finished cooking, depending on how much broth you have, you may need to add some chicken broth. That's why I have this, and you're not probably going to need this whole thing. I mean, you very well could if you didn't cook with a lid. But and then once this is all done though, that's when you add these soups, and you don't add any water to these. You just scrape them out with a spoon and add it to there, and it's going to thicken up. This makes a lot. I mean, by the next day, the stock to this will be a little bit thicker because of these, and if you want it thinner, more like a soup, then you just add some more broth to it. But you're going to be very impressed with this. This is actually, I think, the way similar to how Paula Deen makes her dumplings. But anyway, I'll get this to going, and I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Stick around. Okay, y'all, I'm back just to show you that it is boiling pretty steady. Real good simmer there, and I've got my heat on 5. I'm going to let it go for about 35 minutes, and then I'll come back and show you the level that my chicken broth is, or the water level, whatever you want to call it, the liquid level inside the pot, and what it looks like just by having the lid on here. Okay, this has been boiling for about 35 to 40 minutes. And let me back up here, let that steam out. In the meantime, while that was boiling, I opened up my package of dumplings, and they were probably about that long, and I just cut some of them in half and some in thirds, and some they were still frozen, just kind of, they look like that. But anyway, so now the next step is take out your chicken and let it cool. And you know, if you're like me and you don't really care to eat dark meat and you prefer white meat, I usually, a lot of times while this is cooking, I'll throw a couple like chicken tenders in there, and then shred them up also. I didn't do that this time. I mean, I don't know. I'm more of a dumpling kind of person, and my husband will eat the chicken. So same thing with my kids. They pretty much, they're here for the dumplings. The dumplings are the star of the show to them, and to me too. But anyway, you don't want to skip the step of not having dark meat, because I'm telling you, that is where your flavor is coming from. If you're putting the white meat in there, even though it has skin, you're not going to get the same flavor that you normally would. Now we want to bring this up here to a little bit of boil, so that's going to take it a minute. As soon as it starts up, well, it's kind of getting going now, so we can go ahead and start dropping in our dumplings. So let's do that. 1, 2. And then after you get several in there, you just want to kind of like stir them up, and so that they don't stick. You don't want that to happen. I mean, you're going to have a few that stick once in a while, I mean, but you don't want the whole thing to do that. So I'm going to get the rest of these in there, and I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, these have been boiling for about 20 minutes or so. I wanted to say, I went ahead and threw in a couple of the tenderloins from frozen. It doesn't take them long at all to cook. But keep this constantly being stirred so it doesn't stick to the bottom. And don't skip the step of adding your soups to the very end, because you don't want this to get all thick and not be able to have the liquid that you need to cook through the dumplings, because that thin liquid right there helps cook the dumplings. If you put the soups in you know, along with it before they're done, then they're not going to cook right. They're going to make your dumplings gooey or gummy or mushy or whatever. It just won't turn out right. And I know from experience from back when I first started making chicken and dumplings, but it's been quite a while. But anyway, this is almost to the point where I'm going to add the soups, but I'm going to let it cook just a little bit longer here. Let it simmer a little bit longer, and I will come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, everybody, so my soups have been added. It simmered for a little bit longer just to combine those and mingle in there a little bit. And I've got my heat off now, and I actually just ladled me up some because it is a cold, wet, rainy day here in North Carolina, and I am ready to dig in. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you make this, let me know. Send me a comment down on the bottom, and I will reply back to you. And yeah, enjoy.